lists at the Georgetown Public Hospital. Find out more in this report.
This announcement was made by President Dr. Irfan Ali during an address at the Unity Baptist Church in Lenora, West Coast Demerara, where he joined worshippers for a Good Friday service. With regional hospitals across the country referring patients requiring echo and ultrasound tests to the GPHC, there has been a massive backlog which, according to the head of state, has been exacerbated by the COVID-19 pandemic.
We found out a few days ago that we had a backlog because of COVID and because of an inherited backlog. We had a backlog of people who were awaiting ultrasound, basic ultrasound. And we had a backlog of people who were awaiting echocardiograms. The backlog for echocardiogram was over 3,000. And the backlog for ultrasound was more than 2,000. And this was only in the public hospital.
President Ali noted that his government made a decision to collaborate with the private hospitals in order to tackle this backlog.
The government will finance the clearing of that entire backlog, even by paying the private hospitals to ensure that every single person who requires an echocardiogram, an ultrasound, that is done.
The private hospitals have agreed to conduct these tests at a reduced fee following a meeting with the president. Rupa Sinarayan, The Evening News.
Also on Friday, Guyana joined the rest of the world in observing World Health Day 2023 under the theme Health for All. In his message to mark the occasion, President Dr. Irfan Ali underscored the importance of promoting greater access and equity in healthcare. He highlighted that achieving greater equity in this sector is a primary objective of the People's Progressive Party civic government, which is also committed to enhancement of human resource capacity within the healthcare industry. Let's have a look.
It is for these reasons that we're expanding access to and improving primary health care, forging alliances with local and international partners to ensure better health outcomes and improve management in our healthcare systems, and graduating towards better specialized healthcare. As part of the transformation of the local health sector, Guyanese can look forward to continued improvements in equity in healthcare. Whether you reside in the deep reaches of the hinterland or in the coastland, my government is working to narrow health gaps and to bring health quality closer to every citizen. Our ultimate goal is to ensure that every Guyanese, regardless of economic status or place of residence, can enjoy the best care right here in Guyana. In order to ensure greater equity in health care, we are undertaking major upgrades to regional and district hospitals and health clinics across our 10 administrative regions. We are constructing new hospitals, including a pediatric and maternity hospital. Every regional and district hospital will soon be able to offer a suite of diagnostic services, such as computerized tomography, scans, echocardiograms, ultrasound scans, and x-rays. As we improve our health infrastructure, we are also boosting the human resources of the health sector, including through expanded training of nurses and other health personnel. On this World Health Day 2023, I urge all to continue to play their part in ensuring health for all, and in so doing, making our country and our world a better place, a healthier place, and a place in which every citizen will enjoy health care that is second to none.
The road to the Rupununi Rodeo this weekend became deadly following a spate of accidents along the Lethem Trail in Region 9, which has left at least one person dead. Abdul Straker sustained serious injuries after his vehicle fell into a ditch while crossing a wooden bridge along the Lethem Trail. The injured man was rushed to the Linden Hospital complex for medical attention. However, despite the best efforts of medical staff, Straker succumbed to his injuries. This newscast was informed that the man was heading to Lethem for the rodeo. In fact, a series of photos have been circulating on social media of several accidents on the Lethem Trail as a huge entourage of vehicles set out for this weekend's Rupununi Rodeo. Coming up on the other side of the break, visa-free travel to Canada is a work in progress. Please stay tuned.
Virtual Keno. It's a game of numbers. Choose your lucky numbers and win up to 10,000 times your stake. Visit www.superbet.gy to place your bets. Must be 18 years and older. Terms and conditions apply. Play responsibly. Superbet, your best bet.
Welcome back. You're watching the Evening News. Guyana is closer than ever before to having visa restrictions removed from traveling to Canada. This is according to officials from the Georgetown Chamber of Commerce and Industry, who provided an update on negotiations following a meeting with Canadian High Commissioner Mark Berman. Gerald Bryan joins us with the details.
A few days ago, newly elected GCCI President Kester Hudson and Senior Vice President Richard Rambaran visited Canadian High Commissioner Mark Berman. In a statement afterwards, GCCI explained that both sides discussed the issue of visa processing for Guyanese citizens seeking to enter Canada. According to the statement, Berman assured both GCCI executives that discussions are continuing and the removal of visa restrictions is a work in progress. In fact, Berman had expressed that both sides are optimistic about these discussions. Another topic of discussion during the meeting was the potential for strategic bilateral partnerships in various sectors, from agro-processing to tourism and other traditional sectors. Also discussed was the need to improve transportation infrastructure for cargo shipping and direct flights between the two nations. Last year, Berman had revealed to the media that the Guyana government had approached Canada seeking visa-free travel for visitors. It is a request the diplomat had said was forwarded to Ottawa, which is Canada's political center. This request followed the removal of visa restrictions for Guyanese visitors to the United Kingdom as of November 9, 2022. Gerald Bryan, The Evening News.
The production of prawns and the lucrative marine cage fishing project are expected to further boost Guyana's aquaculture sector, and there are plans to expand these initiatives in order to expand productivity. Details in this report.
The Guyana government will continue to work aggressively to transform the local fisheries sector, and according to Agriculture Minister Zulfikar Mustafa, government is looking to build on the successes over the last 2 years in aquaculture production.
We have to roll out the cage culture that the President spoke about, and this year we will be setting up approximately another 50 cages around the country. That means we have to enhance the areas like the Satadilsa Aquaculture Station, so that we can have these fingerlings to supply to those cages and produce our own fingerlings.
With plans afoot to build an aquaculture industry, it is recognized that fish cultivation in cages has proven to be a popular and financially successful method of producing marketable fish. Cage fishing was first introduced last year in Region 2 at the mainstay Wakaya area. According to Minister Mustafa, prawns production will now be expanded to Regions 5 and 6. In fact, government is already in the process of constructing the ponds for this project. Meanwhile, there has been a massive increase in the production of brackish water shrimp from 10,000 to 90,000 kilograms.
And we are just about 80 to 85% of the project. I'm hoping at the end of the project we can reach the target that we planned now, about 120,000 kilograms monthly. With those projects that we have in Region 6. Of course, people across the country now are looking forward and asking us that they need help too to start those kinds of shrimp production in areas like Region 5 and Region 2 and so.
Approximately $500 million was expended last year in the fisheries sector, especially for the brackish water shrimp production. Reporting for the Evening News, Lawanda McAllister.
The Guyana Fire Service is urging citizens to be cautious and take the necessary precautions to protect themselves and their environment over this Easter weekend. It is urging persons not to leave cooking unattended, to keep children out of the kitchen, to turn off and unplug appliances when not in use, and to ensure stoves are turned off after being used. Additionally, the Fire Service is calling on persons to choose an open, clear area away from power lines, trees, and buildings to fly kites. Persons are further asked to use a kite string that is made of a non-conductive material, such as cotton or nylon, and avoid using metal wire or fishing lines, which can conduct electricity. Parents and guardians are also asked to always supervise children while they are flying kites and teach them to stay away from power lines and other potential fire hazards. And now for a look at the bridge reports.
The Demerara Harbour Bridge will be closed to vehicular traffic on Sunday, April 9th, 2023 at 6 hours for a period of 1.5 hours. Meanwhile, the Berries River Bridge is expected to be closed at 5 hours 55 on Sunday, April 9th, 2023, also for a period of 1.5 hours.
And now the local stock exchange market compliments of GASI. Major plans for Guyana Harpy Eagles, says GCB President. This and more coming up in the Sportcast, sponsored by MacCorp.
Looking to bring your dream home to reality? Or simply taking on a home improvement project? Then National Hardware Limited is where you should start. Let us put that touch to your home. Choose from over 1,000 Berger Paint original hues for any surface. We are known for our trusted brands such as Westinghouse, Philips, Sadco, Rubbermaid, Pyrex, Gibson Home, and so much more. National Hardware Limited, your do-it-best store. Located in downtown Georgetown and industrial site Rhymeville.
American-made Generac pressure washers from Sylvie's Variety Store gives you the power you need to blast away dirt and grime, providing the perfect cleaning power for any tough jobs around the house or business, from 2,500 to 4,000 PSI. So get the Generac pressure washer today with all the parts and accessories available from Sylvie's Variety Store.